Hey guys, real quick, I'm Minister Tendai Bright. Let me show you what happens in the spiritual realm when we watch and listen to ungodly entertainment. Now, let's define ungodly entertainment. This is any movie, music, imagery, or content that promotes or comes from the flesh, meaning the sinful part of us. Now, this is found in the book of Galatians, chapter 5, verses 19 through to 21. It speaks about the many wicked ways of our flesh. Example, adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness. You get what I'm saying. Now, you may be saying, but what does this have to do with me simply being entertained? I mean, I'm just here to watch a movie, listen to certain music. I just want to dance. I just want to live. So, first, we look at the name that is given to the industry, entertainment. Entertainment comes from the Old French to Latin roots, combining enter, meaning among or between, and tenir, which means to hold. In the Old French, entraîner, I'm pretty sure I butchered that. To hold together, support, or keep up. That's what it means. In other words, entertainment was designed to hold your heart or soul and to keep it. This means every genre of music, movies, podcasts, communications has a source and a purpose behind it. They need your heart, or more importantly, they need your soul. Proverbs 4, verse 23 says, keep thine heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. This means that you should take care what goes into your heart, because based upon that, the issues of life that we go through will be controlled by it in some way, shape, or form. Now, let's try something together, all right? Imagine planet Earth, but you are the only human being on it. You live in a nice home and you're on the seashore. There are still all of the islands there, the continents, you name it. The only other person on the planet is God. And we're saying this just because the Bible says his presence fills the entire universe. That's in Ephesians 4 and verse 10. Now, imagine that you have never met another human being. You have never listened to music. You have never watched any movie. You have never seen a trend. You wouldn't even know what social media is. Now, let me ask this question. So, as I'm asking this, I want you to just imagine in your mind's eye how you would be. Number one, how would you dress yourself? Then, how would you arrange your clothing? Then, what would you consider to be fun in terms of hobbies, activities? What would your political views be like? As a matter of fact, who would you hate? Who would you love? What hairstyles would you wear? What brands would be your favorite? What sort of music would you be a fan of? You see, I'm saying this to say that many of us, if not all of us, are influenced by these different kingdoms in one way, shape, or form. For instance, psychologists say a human being is like a blank canvas, waiting on society to paint all over it. Your heart is what both the kingdoms of heaven and the kingdom of darkness are after. Who will you choose to give it to? This is backed up in the scriptures by the moral question Jesus asks in Mark 8, verse 36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? What about in Matthew chapter 7, verses 13 to 14? Again, this is Jesus Christ showing you that the way into heaven is a straight and narrow way, but the way into hell and destruction, that's easy, super easy if we're being honest. What about in Revelation chapter 3 and verse 20, where again, this is Jesus Christ speaking. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man will hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him and will sup with him and he with me. Now, I'm saying this to say that the kingdom of darkness has surrounded you with everything God hates in social media. So all you have to do is simply open your heart and let him in. Have you ever wondered how it's so easy to assimilate to the wicked things of the world? For every 2 posts of salvation on your phone, your tablet, your computer, there is at least 14 that follows that will give you access to adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, and reveling. Imagine for every two about God, you're receiving around 14 for the kingdom of darkness. Now, I want you to do something else. Pick your top dancehall, as I'm from Jamaica, reggae, hip hop, R&B, and pop songs. And I want you to go on Google and ask for the lyrics. Then, writing down the lyrics or just comparing them screen by screen. I want you to compare what the Bible says you need to watch out for. Then write them down. So I want you to go back to what we started out with, which is Galatians chapter 5, verse 19 to 21. All right? So you're going to write down all of those, what the Bible says that you're supposed to watch out for. And then you're going to come back now to the lyrics of that song. I want you now to compare them and find where you have these same things that the Bible says you ought to watch out for being represented in the lyrics of your favorite songs. Next, I want you to write down the amount of times or the frequency you've listened to these songs. So I want you to write the song, the sinful nature in the song, multiplied by the number of times you've listened to it. This formula shows the likelihood of which kingdom has your heart, your thought process, and your future actions. The solution is in James chapter 4, verses 8 through to 10. Draw near to God, and he will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. Be afflicted and mourn and weep. Let your laughter be turned into mourning, and your joy to heaviness. Humble yourselves in the sight of God, and he shall lift you up. Make the choice to deny yourself of the worldly pleasures. Pick up your cross and follow Christ. Your relationship with him is way more important than an eternity with the devil. As always, like and follow for more.